My name is Amy, and I want to show you an easy way to play, and remember, a 2-5-1 progression. Here we go. So that was a 2-5-1 in the key of A. We had B minor 7, E7, and A major 7. So the way that I'm looking at this is this is a very common sequence. In that the 2-5-1 is a very common sequence in jazz and contemporary music, but also the way that it's laid out on the guitar. If you know the note names, if you know the names of the root notes of your chord, you can have a really easy time remembering this. Even if you don't, because of how it's laid out, if you can remember the patterns, and know one of the notes, you'll be able to quickly assimilate these chords. So again, we have B minor 7, E7, A major 7. So key of A, our 2 is B minors, our 5 is E, and our 1 is A. So here's A. And then no matter where you are on the low strings, it only changes when you get to the B string, the G and the B strings. If you're on A and your E and your A strings, you're always going to have 1, 5, 1, 5. So in this case, 1 is on the 5th fret, and 5 is on the 7th fret. So, and there's always a whole step. It's always a whole step from 1 to 2. So it's 2 frets. So it's 5 is A, then the 6th fret would be B flat, and then, or A sharp, and then the 7th fret would be B, is B. So if you can remember that, you can easily rock 2, 5, 1. And the chord shapes are your classic minor 7 chord where you bar and then cover up, get the root note with your 2nd finger and cover up the A string. The 5 chord in this case is your C7 shape. So you play a C chord, pop your pinky down on the G string, that gets you C7, and then you slide it on up to E. C, D, E. This becomes even easier if you know your notes. So learn your notes. And then the last one, the last chord is back to that classic A major 7 shape. So you get 2, 5, 1. We can do it in the key of G. A minor 7, D7, G major 7. 2, 5, 1. Here's your 1, here's your 5, here's your 2. So let's go up and do it in the key of, let's do it in C. So we get D minor 7, G7, C major 7. I'll do that one again because you probably couldn't see it. D minor 7, G7, C major 7. 1, 5, 2. And the order is 2, 5, 1. And what makes that so good to play is that it's super compact. It's all right there. You barely have to move your hands. You're in a 2 fret radius, or a 3 fret radius. So that's one simple way. Here's another simple way to do it. That one was with the root of the 1 and the 2 on the E string. Now we're going to put the roots of the 1 and the 2 on the A string. So it looks like this. 2-5-1 in the key of, let's do it in the key of D. So key of D. D is your 1, E is your 2, and then A is your 5. So again, you get that relationship of if you go 1, 5, 1, 5, you just go over a string, and then your 2 again is 2 frets away. So you could do it like this: E minor 7, A7, D major 7. You also could, if you want to get real fancy and add some extensions, you could do a minor 9 chord like this. which makes everything even more compact. So you get an E minor 9, A7, D major 7. But the straight ahead, easy way to play it is 2, 5, 1. So in these chord shapes we get you're barring across the 7th fret, and then your third finger's on the 9th fret on the D string. You're not playing the low E string. And then your second finger goes on to the 8th fret on the B string. The 5, your thumb grabs the root. On the A chord though, you have the luxury, if you want to, because A is the root, that A string can be open and you can play it like this. Although I don't recommend that because every other chord has to be played like this, with your thumb on the root note. And then for the 1, it's that classic. First, you're barring, but you don't really have to bar, but it's 1 on the 5th fret on the A string, 3 on the 7th fret on the D string, 2, second finger on the 6th fret, pinky on the 7th fret on the B string. And your notes are, here's your 1, here's your 5, here's your 7, and here's your 3. D, A, C sharp, F sharp. So we get our minor 9, A7, D major 7. And that, again, like the other one, it can go anywhere. So let's do it, and we'll do it in the key of E flat. So we get F minor 7, B flat 7, E flat 7, major 7. And again, it's compact, it's visually not super far apart. It's a little bit farther because this is up to, you know, a 5 fret radius, but point being it's 3 simple chord shapes all within reaching distance. We can do it in, let's do it in, we'll do it in B flat. What's really nice too about that minor 9 chord, which is, I'll show it in a second, is that you get to maintain the same note. The minor third of a 2 minor 7 chord is, that note is the same note as the flat 7 of the 5 chord. So I'll explain more about that later, but it just adds a nice layer of voice leading and straight ahead motion. So here's how you play minor 9 chord, and then I'm gonna fire away, and then I'm gonna bounce out of here. So minor 9. We'll play an E minor 9. Second finger on the 7th fret on E. First finger on the 5th fret on the D string. That's your 1 and your flat 3. Third finger on the 7th fret on the G string. That's your flat 7. And then third pinky on the 7th fret on the B string, and that is your 9. Because that note is F sharp. E, F, F sharp. Minor 9. And then you go here to that A7, that note stays the same. Even the same finger. And then it slides up to that. So that's one thing that I recently was showing one of my students, and I thought I would show all of you too. So I hope you found that helpful, and I'll be back soon with more videos. Bye!